inside an interactive buzz. Of course, I am Kiri Lee Crawford holding you down, FEVA TV. And we talked about it. I promised you she is on with us. Of course, this world-renowned Afro fusion styled artist has shared the stage with such international celebrities as Wizkid and Burna Boy. She first jumped on the scene in 2015 with her debut project, One with Self. She's got new music. She's got a smash hit that we're going to talk to her about, and we're going to catch up with the one, Tome.
Thank you for having me. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, you know what? Everything is well. I said out here in these COVID streets, but doing well and staying healthy and safe. And we're excited that big things going on. You lighten up the online, over 2 million YouTube views, 2 million streams, a big superstar. I mean, the Sean Kingston song, we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about that in a second, right? That project is certainly huge. But for someone who doesn't know who you are or even what Afro fusion is, talk to your fans about how you present yourself, what it is, what Afro fusion is, what it is that you do.
For me, I consider Afro fusion to be my own interpretation of my style of music. I'll be honest with you. I keep my versatility as a strength in my music. It is my range that kind of carries the uniqueness in my sound. And so I would highly suggest that if you don't know me, understand that I bring you vibes upon vibes. And what I like to showcase is my versatility. So I say Afro fusion because majority of my songs have a strong component of either within the beat is an Afro beat, how I execute might bring a bit of African culture, or I'm working with Africans. But however, I try my best to show my roots and show my culture in all my music.
I hustle for the, I do it for the, I hustle for the, I do it for the money, money, oh, money, money, oh, money, money, oh, money, money, oh. A kitty kata, pum pum. I'm checking on my flight back to London, yeah. It doesn't really matter where you come from. I hustle for the money and the ransom, yeah. My daddy told me a long time ago, where you gotta go, you hustle for the gold. And keep it pushing, let them know that your money long, your money never fall. And do it for you, and hustle for you, and do it for you. I do it for the money, money, oh, money, money, oh, money, money, oh, money, money, oh.
How did you get started? Like, how did you start singing and with the entertainment thing?
Man, I started when I was 8 years old. I just literally would start writing songs in my head. I would just have a beat in my head and I started writing it out in notebooks. And then by the time I was 10 years old, I got my first guitar, acoustic guitar, which I still have till this day. And that was when I really started composing music. In terms of who my influences might have been, when I was growing up, I just always wanted to be a superstar. Like that was my thing. I saw Superstar starring Molly Shannon, that movie back in, I think it was a 95 movie. But when I saw it, I was still really young. And so I saw it and she was like, I want to be a superstar. And right away, I was like, I want to do that too. And anytime I would see any sort of movies or shows where they're singing and acting, I just loved it. I always thought I could do that one day. And so I just kind of always had that in mind. Music was always my passion. So fast forward to 2015, I released I had no plans for that project. I just literally released music that I recorded off my phone and put it on SoundCloud. And then fast track a few years after that, I'm still making a whole lot of music. I have a whole vault discography of sounds. And my father listens to L'amour, which was the first single I officially released as a professional artist last year in 2019. And he was just, he really believed in the sound. He liked what he was doing. He said, "Are you down to work? Are you ready for this?" And I say, "Yeah." And the journey has been ongoing ever since.
Ton amour serré dans mes bras, ton amour comme ci, comme ça. Look at you, you were so damn fine. Looking cute, one of a kind. You are chill and cool, you can't deny. Swear now you keep me on the line. Why did you call? Say it's my fault. Like a scrub in the dark. Call it luck, twist it up into love, not to love. Your love is calling me all night long. Your love is calling me on the phone. Your love is killing me after all. Your love is strong. Your love is calling me all night long. Your love is calling me on the phone. Your love is killing me after all. Your love is strong. Whoa, oh, oh. Hey, where? Ton amour serré dans mes bras, ton amour comme ci, comme ça. 2-3 jours t'auras l'argent, dépensé serait gagnant. Why did you call? Say it's my fault. Like a scrub in the dark. Call it luck, twist it up into love, not to love. Your love is calling me all night long. Your love is calling me on the phone. Your love is killing me after all. Your love is strong. Your love is calling me all night long. Your love is calling me on the phone. Your love is killing me after all. Your love is strong. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, where? Oh, oh, oh. Hey, where? Boom, bye, bye, you a dirty rider. Pushed up on it, dirty liar. Boom, bye, bye, you a dirty rider. Pushed up on it, dirty liar. Your love is calling me all night long. Your love is calling me on the phone. Your love is killing me after all. Your love is strong. Your love is calling me all night long. Your love is calling me on the phone. Your love is killing me after all. Your love is strong.
That is amazing. Now you're talking about amazing. Your voice is incredible. It's just so powerful. Have you been classically? Were you trained vocally, or is that just all natural?
No, I was never trained.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I was never trained. So I guess it is all natural. The
Right.
first training I ever did was last year. And it's not even training. It was kind of like a refresher to kind of know how to go about maintaining myself on tour, because it was also new to me. But I've never been vocally trained.
Wow. And so when you talk about tour through Africa, North America, and Europe, what has that experience been like for you? First time going out, people are getting to know you and to know your brand, to know how charismatic and what your stage presence is like. You have an amazing stage presence. What is that like for you? The first time you roll out to a new country, to a new city, what is that like?
It's amazing. I don't know. That's number one, is that it's amazing. The adrenaline that you feel on stage is like, you can't really explain it, but it just feels so good. And then when I first started, with the first tour we did was with WizKid in North America. Now, when I did that tour, I was this was like the first time I'm really performing in front of like more than 100 people. Like it was 4,000 people. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so nervous. However, my dad always made, like, he really did make sure that we practice and rehearse. And that made a huge difference in how I executed on stage because I was ready for it. But it's just an exhilarating feeling. And then the more I went on tour, the more I performed, the better I got, the more time I took, the more I started feeling like the stage is my home and I don't got to leave. People are here for me, even though they weren't here for me. But, you know, I just literally had that mentality that they were. And I think that that's really what attracted the audience to me as well, and kind of kept the vibes going throughout the set. But it was an exhilarating feeling, and it was a way for me to keep improving on my artistry and progress. And I'm so grateful.
I love that what you said. You said the stage is my home. That's where I be at. That's where I rest at. I like that. I like that. Talk about your mantra. I was reading that I am enough, a statement that you believe in, that you live by. Talk to us about that. What's that about?
Yeah, so my name is Tome, which means enough. And Tome is actually short for Oluwatomi. And Oluwatomi means God is enough for me. And Tome itself means enough. And so it's sort of a reminder for myself every day that I am who I am and I am enough. I don't have to be less. I don't have to be more. I am just me. I can be me. And that is more than okay. And I think especially in this day and age, it's very important to remind yourself that you don't have to do more to appease to everybody's expectations. And you definitely don't have to do less than what you're capable of doing. Because there's a lot of pressure to make you feel otherwise. So it's a reminder for myself, really.
You know that I don't mind. Bravo, félicitations, patron. Whenever you get shy, let go. Feel the music, lose control. Wind up your waistline, shaking it up nice. Doing it all right on the dance floor. Visez-moi en bas.